MTH trains. The car in front of you is the George H.W. Bush Coffin car. It's the one that traveled through Texas to take him to his burial site. And it's a beautiful car. It's an MTH Premier. And when I got it, I immediately thought of the fact that he flew an Avenger in World War II, and I built a model of that. And also, as I was looking at some photos, I was curious whether there was an honor guard that was also posted inside the car to escort the president's coffin to the burial site. And sure enough, I found a photo that had an honor guard at the head of the casket. Now, I'm not sure if there was one also at the foot of the casket, but there was one at the head of the casket. And I had the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier honor guard car, where the honor guard is kind of like the brakeman, goes around the roof of the car. And so I thought, I'll buy one of those. So I got an extra one from Lionel, and thought of installing it in the coffin car. And that's what I did, and I'll show you how I did it. Now, I've already taken the car apart. The honor guard is already installed, and I'll just explain what I did. So there are a whole bunch of screws on the bottom of this. There's two, and then I'm not even certain that all of them had to come out, but I think they did as I look inside. But anyway, you need to remove all of the screws if you decide to do this, and then it's very simple. The shell comes right off, and there aren't any connectors of any kind. And in fact, what you'll see, these are kind of little springs that do touch these connectors here, the screw heads actually, that pull the track power. And so my only real challenge here was to ensure that I could actually fit this guy in. And if you notice, the bayonet of his rifle kind of was bent over. So he's just about 2 inches tall, and there's about 2 inches inside the shell, but apparently not quite, and that's why the bayonet bent. So you remove the screws, affix the honor guard however you want. I used crazy glue with a fixer, and then I put the shell back on, put it on the track, it lit up, and at the right angles you can see the honor guard in the car, and I thought, well, it just kind of dresses it up a little bit. So let me go ahead and seal this up, put it on the track, and show you how it looks. Now, as I was mounting the shell, I realized there are probably a couple things I could point out that might save you some grief. Although the holes, most of the holes are very obvious, and the hardware comes right off, the screws come right off, but I had taken all of them off, thought I had, and the shell wouldn't come off, and then I realized that there were two that need to come out, and you have to move the truck, and the first thing you need to do is remove the steps, the steps that are mounted here, so that you can move the truck and the coupler in such a way that you can actually get to the screws to remove them. There's one there and there's one there. The same on the other side. So that's probably the only thing to watch out for. Well, the car is assembled, and I thought I'd run it around the track so you can see it. And there's the underguard at the head of the casket. Right behind the casket car is the TBF Avenger. And all I'm waiting for is the MTH 4141 locomotive. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.